Welcome, fellow travellers, psychics, mediums, human beings. A lot of people are struggling with the isolation at the moment, so here is a little bit of astral travel, soul projection, helping other people by bringing nature to their homes. This is a simple exercise, but something that will make a difference. I've been asked by so many people for a nature cleanse, and the one thing you always got to make sure is that your energy is connected to nature and you're one with yourself. Because the last thing you want to be is filling their homes or their places with energies of your emotions, which will just add to spirit coming, or just add to the energies of the place. So the first part is to cleanse yourself. So a quick way to do that is just imagine heaven's energy going through your body, through your feet, down into the ground as you connect to the ground, and then bringing balance into your body and becoming one. Putting unconditional love in will neutralize all the negativity, and then just imagine all your fears, worries and doubts and emotions going into a box at the side as it's leaving your body or going deep into the earth as you're giving your emotions away. This is a simple technique. I do this regularly throughout the day, and I find it such helpful. So astral travel, a lot of it is switching off the mind and sending the soul. Your soul is a purer form of yourself. It still has a little bit of stuff attached, and that's why it teaches us to let go of stuff that's every place we visit, we leave an aspect of our soul for our lesson purposes, or so that we can travel back or go to these places. So wherever you want to go, you probably have an aspect of your soul already there. So if you wanted to help family and friends out, or people that seem to be really struggling at the moment, always ask their soul if it's okay to do a cleanse in their home first of all. That's important. If it's for a lesson or an experience they need to go through, then it won't work, because you can't force energy. They still have free will and choice. Okay, so a simple way to do that is just meditate yourself, get yourself cleansed, do that little drill that I said, and then just imagine your soul in their home. You've been in their home before, so you could even, if you wanted to, tap into an old memory of when you was there in their home as well. That's another way of doing it. And then when you sent your soul is so much purer, or an angel as well is another way. And then this simple technique that I do is I just imagine like a box, a transparent box in the middle of the room. Then I put in the sun's energy, moon's energy, wind energy, fire energy, a tree energy for grounding, and just imagine all these wonderful energies going into a box. And then I'll always put unconditional love in to help the person out, because that lets go of all of our deep-rooted stuff and one thing and another. I mean, a sea storm, if you wanted to get really, a sea storm also in there, what that does is it regurgitates the bottom of the earth and the bottom of the sea and cleanses it as well. So there's another energy that you could put in there. And then just imagine this box being expanded all over the walls, sealing the windows, and feel the energy of it in the place. And that's just a simple technique, and that will cleanse the place and help your family. Now, if your family okay it, you could also imagine a cord from their hearts to the ground. That's another way of connecting to nature. You can pour unconditional love into the head and imagine that going through the body. That's another way of doing it. You can put joy into the house, which is quite fascinating really, because I've done that with dogs and all sorts, where I've put the energy of in one dog that I was helping out. It was an old dog, and it was really didn't have much energy. So I tried something, and I put I imagined it as a puppy, and I put that energy into it. The dog went mad for the day, but then it was totally more tired the next day. So it wasn't probably the best thing I did, but it was so amazing that what we put out is so important. So you can also look at my astral travel if you want to practice doing this as well. It does a little technique. I've got that on one of my videos. But also, It's a matter of you getting your energy right, because you don't want to be giving them the motions or stuff which will trigger them even more. But just imagine this in the house, in your own house, in your friend's house, and all those people that because you'll notice that people around you will say things louder or whatever, and that means that the angels are sending you to help them as well. Because I've been working for angels with 25 years, it's so important that they always give me a sign that to help people, or they send me in a direction. So if you've just heard somebody say something, I mean, a builder even said, "Oh, we need someone that can do hands-on healing." Now, a builder would never say hands-on healing, and I knew that their child needed some healing, so I sent the angels in. And in the end, the person had 4 kidneys, the little girl, and she'd been through so much, and she needed a lot of help. So that was my way to know about healing people. People might just come out with random things, and what it is probably the angel talking through the person, and that's why it's more of an enlightened thought or idea, because a lot of us can't help until we're asked to help. It's because it's just the way of the nature of everything. And so that's why I said to you, any of you guys want help or want some cleansing or anything, please put it in the inbox. Or you know anybody else, I'll do it. I'll astral travel, or you could astral travel yourself, and I'll cleanse people's homes. I'll do anything like that at the moment, because we all need to come together. We all need to help out, and we need to stop hating and stop putting out that negativity. Stop worrying and fearing. I mean, these are natural things that release on the body, so you can't stop doing them. But people, you know, I've seen so many people, they moan about something, then they moan to another 10 people. So they've triggered another 10 people who probably connected to thousands of people. And then all of a sudden, there's a big swamp of this energy. And then they wonder why they're feeling bad, because they've started a chain of negativity off. Negativity is not bad. Negativity brings balance. But overload of it, or if you keep focusing on something that's negative, then you're going to create negativity, because you're giving that vibration out, and you will then learn a lesson from that vibration, or you will attract more of the similar sort of thing to learn from. And that's why people get themselves into quite a state of worry and stress, because they're feeling it. And because there's so many empaths at the moment, they're feeling other people's energies, and they're feeling their own energies, and it's getting too much for the body. The body's struggling to cope with all these different energies at the moment that's going around. And because more people have been awakened and being connected to the universe, then they're tapping into more of people's worries than they are of the unconditional love. Unconditional love has no negativity. But inside everything is this energy source, and it's what we feed it. Okay, it's what we feed it that it becomes. So it's very important. So if you're feeling drawn to helping anybody at the moment, cleanse yourself, because you're probably already connected to these people as well. By cleansing yourself, you're igniting them as well with your energies as well. So it's very important to do regular meditations and cleansing for yourself. And it's also brilliant if you can just put the energy. I helped somebody out this week, and the difference in them is unbelievable. And that's because all I did was a nature cleanse, put this, what I've just taught you to do, and just help them to release a bit of emotions. Because normally when you get in the nature, you automatically release, or you automatically say things that will release emotional energies that's causing, because too much negativity will bring all these mental orders and feelings and anxieties and fears and stuff that often haven't happened yet until we make them happen. And you're going to say, make them happen? What do you mean by that? Well, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You keep saying that you're ugly, your body will create you to be ugly, you know? But nobody's ugly, because inside all it has this beautiful energy that's connected to everything, and they play their part, and they can ignite thousands of people and do wonderful things, even with their own sacrifice, because what it does is it helps other people to let go of stuff that's not helping them, or helping them to travel on their journey at the moment. Okay, so this is just a simple technique I've taught you, but you know, if you feel drawn, then even just sending unconditional love, but make sure that your body is cleansed and ready to go before you send any energies out, because otherwise you could be sending your emotions and your fears and doubts to other people and triggering them in that way.